Hi everyone, welcome back to Nude Wellness. I'm Celina. If you are new here, this channel is all about manifesting and the law of assumption. I'm so happy to see that this channel is growing, more subs, more views, more people are contacting me on Instagram, which is lovely. The fact that I can connect with so many people and give you kind of friendly advice is awesome. And the feedback has been so positive and there's been so much love. So thank you so much for that. I'm really excited that this is helping so many of you because I know that this work and just knowing this knowledge, like really learning the law, has been life-changing for me. And I'm really excited for what is unfolding for me right now and what's to come, because this is the first time in my life that I feel so powerful, content. I don't feel anxious. Anxiety was something that I've dealt with for my whole life. And just knowing that how powerful I am and that I can have anything I want and you can have anything you want and you are limitless is, it's insane. So I want to touch on the last video before I jump in today's video. So the last video was my ideal manifestation routine. So I intend that was really helpful for you to kind of give you that structure to how to set your day up. But as always with my videos, like I say, you are the one who makes the rules. You are in charge. As silly as this example sounds, if you decide that every time you hop on one foot, you are going to receive money, then that's what's going to happen in your reality. Okay. So you get to decide how you manifest things, and that's exciting. What may work for some person isn't going to work for another, and you're both right. Okay, so make assumptions that work in your favor. I think I might make a video after this in regards to while you are doing your everyday tasks, things that you have to do on a daily basis anyway. Why not link them? And every time you do that, for example, I'll give you an example rather than speaking like generally. Every time I wash the dishes, money gets deposited into my account. Every time I make the bed, I get a text message from my SP. Whatever it is, something that you have to do in your general life is something that will be the reason that you'll get movement or something will happen in regards to your desire. I think that's pretty cool, but I digress. So yes, you make the rules. Everything I say comes through my own lens with my own assumption. So play around with it. See how it works. But the reason why I gave you the last video was to then jump into today's video and say, well, that's what I was doing to be able to now manifest over 90 different things, consciously manifest over 90 different things in the past 3 months or so. So that's what, like at least one thing that I've been consciously manifesting per day. And the reason why I know this is because I have created a nice long list for myself. We are nearly at 100 conscious manifestations, which is awesome, because for me, that is huge, because for the longest time, I wasn't seeing any movement and I wasn't seeing any manifestations come to pass because I was trying to manifest with the law of attraction knowledge. The amount of books that I read, the amount of videos I watched for years and years and years, I had law of attraction coaching and just nothing. Everything seemed like really hard work. I had to put in so much action to be able to do it, or I had to let go of things to be able to manifest, and nothing did. It was all through my action. I was not doing the work you're meant to do in regards to changing your beliefs, changing your thoughts, changing your concept of self, changing your perception of other things, really deciding rather than hoping, all of that sort of stuff. I wasn't doing any of that. So I'm just going to ramble on what I've been able to manifest, and it has been great. So things range with a bunch of different topics. There is not one thing that I have been able to kind of not in like one area that I'm wanting to manifest, not really see any movement, which has been beautiful. Okay, so let's kind of dive into things. So the first thing that I've got here are new clients in regards to my fitness business. So I'm a PT and nutritionist, and being able to have new clients come on board who are like my ideal clients as well, who really want to be here and really want my help and are implementing the information that I'm giving them. And that's awesome. That's all a coach wants, is someone who actually listens to what they're saying. It's great. It's been great. So that's one thing. Another thing is, so I think I mentioned in one of my videos about should you quit your job and manifest money? I was saying about how a couple of months ago I was working like a telemarketing job from home, and I got the manager, the teaching manager, whoever he was, to parrot my affirmations that I'm the top of the leaderboard for this week, how well I was doing, that I was able to then go over and train for another campaign, which is crazy because I'd been there for literally a couple weeks, and people who had been there for months, I think I said in my other video, or for years, hadn't really been doing that or hadn't done that quickly. So that was another thing. I think in another video, I mentioned that I was able to revise the situation and get my nutrition certificate by 12 o'clock in the next hour. It was already late. They had said that, oh, you'll get it by 3 p.m. And I'd said to myself in my head, that's not good enough. I'd already waited over a day. I'm getting it in the next hour. What do you know? I get it in the next hour. The amount of free food I have been able to manifest is insane. And I'm so grateful that my family and my friends have been able to treat me so much and just want to buy me food. I love food. And I think that's because of the assumption that I eat so much, which I do. I love food, and people know that's why food is so easy for me. Literally, food is probably one of the easiest things I can manifest. Okay, what's another thing? Having people who I haven't spoken to in years, and I mean years, looking at my Instagram story. I had one person who was like, yep, you're going to look at my Instagram story. I know you are. I just thought of them randomly. And the next day, they looked at my Instagram story. That's nuts to me. That's nuts. I haven't spoken to you in years, but the day before, I'm saying you're going to look at my Instagram story, and then the next day you do. I'm a magician, seriously. Getting other people to do things that they wouldn't normally do. For example, I wanted this person, normally this person sends us stuff, because I was like in a class, and they would send us stuff by Wednesday. And I was like, no, they're going to send me this thing by Monday. And they don't work Monday and Tuesday, okay? They never work Monday and Tuesday. And this person has never sent us homework to do as such. Wednesday is always the earliest, okay? If not the end of the week. And we would have class at the end of the week. What do you know? This person sends it on Monday, because I was like, no, I'm getting on Monday. I just wanted to test to see if I could get this person out of their normal routine. Yes, of course you can. What else is something else? Oh, this is a good one. So getting my period back. Okay, I am someone, this is the old story, and this is not something I believe in at the moment. And I'm also going to tell you what I'm manifesting for this as well. I, in the past, have struggled with PCOS symptoms. I have had in the past irregular period. 1 month I would get it, then 3 months would go by, I would get it, and then 6 months, and then it would take another 9 months to get it. It was just all over the place. And I was like, nah, not having that. I don't want that anymore. So I started affirming, literally less than a week of affirming, saying that I have a healthy and happy period, and that my period is so regular, it's like clockwork. After 125 days of nothing, I get my period. And ever since then, it has been becoming more and more regular. The thing I am going to manifest in regards to period health is, at the moment, I am still kind of dealing with a 7 to 9 out of 10 pain-wise in regards to cramping, and I don't want that anymore. So I'm getting rid of that. Ooh, here's another one of an instant manifestation. So I've got this noisy neighbor who literally, don't know what the go is, but she's always yelling at someone, and she's not speaking in English, so I have no idea what she's saying, but it's so loud and it's so regular. So I feel so sorry for whoever she's yelling at. But I was trying to nap, and she started yelling, and normally it goes on for at least half an hour. And I was like, no, this isn't happening. And honestly, I said to myself, I'm like, they're going to shut up right now. As soon as I said that, done. Silent, absolute silence. And I was like, mind blown. I was like, beautiful. Now I can go back to sleep. Getting that instant manifestation is incredible. This is a good one. Something as silly as, so I went to acting class, and for some reason my phone, I had to use the light rail to get there. It wasn't allowing me to tap on. So here in New South Wales, we have we don't have gates for the light rails. It's just little poles that you tap on to pay. And my phone wasn't allowing me to tap on, even though there was more than enough money on my card to do so. And it just kept making the drung sound, it kept declining. And that day, of course, there were traffic officers there. There were travel officers, there, who would fine you if you were going to get onto the public transport without paying. So anyway, I get on there. I'm like, stuff it. I'm getting on there. I don't care. So I get off to class, do that, come back. And there's more travel officers because there was some kind of cricket event. Anyway, I was like, no, well, I don't want to get in trouble, because they were checking tickets and they were checking things and seeing if people had tapped on and stuff. And I was like, no, they're gone. Right now they have decided that they're done with this and they're going to go somewhere else. As soon as I said that, in the next 1 or 2 minutes, they were like, okay, cool, boys, let's go. We're done here and let's move. And I was like, I did it again. Oh my God. To be able to do that and see that happen in like so quickly is awesome. Always mind blows me. Oh, here's another thing. I wanted to go to gold class. So this is twice this has happened to me. Being able to have the whole gold class experience. So here it's like gold class cinema. So you get, it's like the best cinema you can have, where you are like in these recliner chairs, people serve you food if you buy it, all of this kind of stuff. And it's just so much nicer than the normal cinema experience. Anyway, for the past 2 times, I have been able to get 90 to 99% of it fully paid, which has been awesome. And I'm very thankful for it. What else? So the first one, my mum had treated me and my sister to, which was amazing and super incredible. And then the next one, I was able to get it discounted, and I had a voucher from the government because they're giving like Dine and Discover vouchers out. And so I was like, yeah, awesome. And I paid like $3, and normally it's meant to be $50 a ticket. So amazing. Okay, what is another thing? Winning the lottery constantly. Okay, so for a period of time, I was buying lottery tickets, and every time I bought lottery tickets, I would win money on every single thing. So it came to the fact that I was like, I even won like twice in one night. So I'm so excited for that to just keep going, and for just more money for me to be manifesting on the lottery, because I'm not someone who has ever really played the lottery. My mum has in the past, but it's not something that I have ever done. And the fact that I was able to win night after night after night and after night, amazing. I'm going to win the jackpot. I know I am. Okay, what's another thing? Delayed parcels, getting all of that, being able to be like, no, that's not coming in 2 weeks, that's coming today. That's great. That's always really handy, being able to revise that situation. Getting text messages from people, manifesting text messages constantly is awesome. Manifesting more money. For Christmas, I was totally spoiled. Like well over $1,000 for gifts I was given, which is amazing. What else? Oh, hair growth. So again, old story. My hairline has in the past not been the fullest since being a little kid, and I have manifested hair growth back. So it is awesome. My hairline is more full than normal, which is beautiful, and I'm very happy about that. Oh, here's a good one. Okay, so I was part of this. I wanted to, so before I started really implementing law of assumption work again, so I'd been learning about it for a few years, and then I kind of got really caught up with my 3D, which is silly because things have happened now since me not really being on top of my self-concept and, just consciously utilizing the law. I was too caught up in quarantine and lockdown and all of this sort of madness that was happening in the world, and I was believing way too much in the 3D than my own ability, and I was feeling very much like a victim. So I kind of stopped consciously manifesting for a bit and kind of picked it back up, and I was like, no, I need to be doing this again. So why did I say that? Oh, that's because I had then, before restarting, like consciously diving into it again and just even learning more than I did last time, I had started this business mentorship, and it was this year-long thing. It was this big deal. You weren't allowed to cancel, da-da-da-da-da. And it was a decent amount of money per week that I was spending. And I was like, okay, I've done 6 months of it, and I just know now that I don't need this mentorship because I can literally just manifest what I want with my mind. I don't need to be doing all these tactics and all these things to grow my business. I don't need to be posting on Instagram every single day. I don't need to be following 30 plus people a day. Like all of this stuff, like this action stuff you had to do to be able to grow your business. And yes, that worked for me to get to a certain point, but I was like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do it anymore. If I'm limitless and I'm God, then I can do whatever I wanted. So I was like, okay, I want to cancel. I want to be done with this. It was the easiest cancellation I have ever had. I did not even have to deal with anyone. I literally pressed cancel, and I sent the the owner of the head business mentor or whoever just a courtesy email just to say thank you, and I wouldn't be doing it anymore. And that was it. It was done. And that was the best thing, not having to go through this hassle, because they drilled it into us. You're not allowed to cancel after this first month. You can cancel within the first month, but after this, you're here till 12 months. Like constantly was saying this. And I was like, nah, I don't accept that. This is going to be the easiest cancellation for me. and it was. Ooh, here's some great ones as well. So I currently live in an apartment, and we're on the top floor. And so there's like how many flights of stairs? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think 4 flights of stairs. And delivery drivers, grocery delivery drivers just haven't in the past been bringing stuff up the stairs. Me and my sister always have to go down and get it, and it's heavy, like if you're ordering lots of food. Anyway, being able to get delivery drivers or couriers to come up the stairs and bring the food, it's awesome, because for a long time they were using the excuse that, oh, it's COVID, we can't come into the apartment complex, you have to bring it up yourself. So yes, that's great to get people to bring your stuff up so you don't have to carry it all up yourself. Very helpful. And that was so quick as well. That was just me visualizing, just like, oh yeah, a knock on the door, and then opening it and seeing all the groceries laid out on my front door, outside my front door. Super easy. I should do that every week, honestly, so I don't have to lift anything upstairs. For my birthday, super spoilt for my birthday as well, which was great. I probably should have manifested better weather, but I didn't really think about that. I didn't do that, but I probably should have. But I was very spoilt for my birthday, and it was really lovely to spend time with my loved ones. And being able to see one of my good friends was also nice after my birthday, considering I haven't really been socializing too much whilst it was kind of peak here in New South Wales with all the COVID happening over Christmas and New Year. Oh, here's a good one. Okay, fixing the internet. I did that again this morning. So the other day, Optus messaged my mum and said, because we're with Optus for our internet, but with my phone and with Vodafone. So if you don't know that, they're two different carriers, like telecommunication carriers. And Optus had said, oh, we're doing like work in your area and you'll have no internet. And I was like, are you kidding me? And then for some reason, Vodafone, my phone data was not working either. And I was like, this is bullshit. How am I meant to work? How am I meant to do any of this sort of stuff? And I contacted my telecommunications carrier, and they weren't very helpful. And I was like, no, I'm done. I'm not going to argue with this person anymore because I know my internet is fixed. As soon as I did that, the internet's working. This morning, the power for some reason in my room, like my fan had stopped overnight, and I had tried flicking the switch on and off at the wall, the outlet, and it just wasn't working. And I was like, okay, I'm not dealing with this. I am not gonna even entertain the thought that something is wrong with the power, something is wrong with the internet, because the internet was quite slow as well. I'm gonna turn the power off, I'm gonna go for a shower, I'm gonna come back, and everything's gonna be sorted. What do you know? I get in my room, turn it back on, good as new. Thank you very much, instant revision. Ooh, having bills paid in advance every single week. Being able to have bills paid a couple weeks, 3 weeks in advance. That's something that I wanted to experience. I have never experienced that before, particularly when it comes to being your own, like a business owner and working for yourself. In the past, I've always been like scared of like, oh no, can I pay my bills on time? But not anymore, because all my bills are always paid in advance. Thank you so much. Another thing, being able to get, like I said, with delivery, like delays with delivery, going, no, this is coming today. Being able to get things come at a certain time as well. Because you know how when you get a courier driver, they're like, oh, it'll be between 9 and 5 p.m., 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. And you're like, that's literally the whole day. So I have to stay home and wait for it. Especially if it's something they can't bring to the post office, and that's a pain in the ass. And being like, no, it is coming by 11 a.m. today. And it did. Awesome. Having people reschedule things so that I can sleep in is always really helpful. If I was struggling to fall asleep at night and I was like, oh, I have to wake up in the morning and I have to do this, I have an appointment or I have whatever, and people go, oh, sorry, can we change this? Amazing. More food, literally food, different types of food. Oh, this is a really good one. Okay, so like I said, my disclaimer when it comes to anything you hear from me, do not replace medical advice with this advice, okay? Always follow medical advice. You get the gist, okay? You're God, it's your reality, do as you will. So, I have started medication about a month ago, I think it is, in regards to for my skin. And I'd got my bloods done and I knew everything was good. And there was a bit of delay, I think, with pathology, because there had been delays with all the COVID testing as well. So I just was like, oh, there's probably a bit of delay. A couple weeks go by and I hadn't heard anything in regards to getting my blood test results. I'd already got my prescription for the medication, and the doctor had said, oh, I will message you and say it's like the dermatologist said, I'll message you, say it's all good, and then you can start taking the medication. And in my mind, I was like, no, I'm going to my reality. I know I'm healthy. It's all good. He's going to message me and say it's fine. So I'm going to start this medication anyway. Okay, so I did. A week goes by, nothing. 2 weeks go by, still nothing from this doctor. Anyway, and I'm like, nah, it's all good. He's going to message me. It's totally fine. He messages me after 2 weeks and goes, so sorry for the delay, Celina. Your bloods are totally fine. If you haven't, and this is the best thing, because I had said to myself, he'll message me and he won't care if I've started the medication before he's got back to me. I literally said that to myself. He's like, hi, Celina, so sorry for the delay. Bloods are totally fine. If you haven't started your medication already, please do so. Yay. Perfect. And old Celina, who doesn't know how powerful she is, would have been freaking out going, oh no, but the doctor said I have to wait for him, but oh, I don't want to wait, and just being like this inner turmoil. No, thank you. Oh, here's a nice random one. So across the way in the other apartment blocks, there is like this baby pool, and they have a baby pool and then they have this big size pool. This baby pool is never cleaned. Okay, it hasn't been cleaned in months for some reason, but they keep cleaning the bigger pool. And I was like, I'm sick of seeing this dirty baby pool whenever I go for a shower because I can see into the other side. I'm sick of seeing this baby pool being dirty. And I said to my sister, watch me. I want to do something super weird and manifest something super weird so you actually believe that I can manifest things so quickly and I can manifest whatever I want. I've been able to manifest money, lottery wins, people saying things, me getting free food, my period coming back, people doing things that they don't normally do, like all of those things that I've just said to you. And she was like, okay, yeah, do something weird. I'm like, I'm going to get that baby pool clean. And she knows that they haven't cleaned that baby pool in a while. And what ended up happening, it was the weirdest time ever. It was a whole week where it was going to be storming and pouring rain. I mean, who starts cleaning the pool when it's going to be storming and pouring rain? They sent out a guy, I think it was maybe 2 weeks had gone by. And I just said to myself, every single time I looked at the water in the baby pool, I was like, yeah, that's going to be cleaned. That's done. It's clean. That pool's clean. It's clean. The guy had cleaned it. They were scrubbing the bottom. They drained it all, scrubbing the bottom, refilled it. Thank you. And I said to my sister, look outside, look at that baby pool. She's like, I'll give that to you. Well done. Thank you so much. Oh, here's a nice one as well. I'll give you, 2 more, and then I'll kind of wrap this up so it won't be too long. So I love the show Catfish, and they have a podcast. And the recent podcast, for some reason, they had changed it that you had to be a Wondery subscriber. Like it was locked and you couldn't listen to it on the normal Apple podcast. And I was like, this is shit. Like, why would they do that? Like, are they trying to get more money? So anyway, it was right before bed and I wanted to listen to it. And so I literally just said to myself, I was like, nah, that's going to change. That's wrong. Fell asleep, woke up the next day. They had changed it completely and it's back to a free podcast again, back to a free podcast episode. So quick. I love that my revision has been so quick with things. Revising that catfish thing, revising what else did I revise? The nutrition certificate and all those other things that I've said to you. I can't even remember now. But the fact that my revision is getting quicker and quicker, amazing. Here's another revision. Okay, so yesterday there were some wealth affirmations that I wanted to purchase because I wanted to see what I believe she's a neurophysicist, and I wanted to see what her affirmations were like. So I was just really curious. And anyway, I went to her website and I had purchased them and I put in my details and it said there was an error, something wrong with the payment, didn't go through. Okay, tried it another way. Didn't go through. I was like, okay, last time I'm going to do it for the 3rd time. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Didn't go through. I got this funny feeling and I was like, oh, maybe I should check my credit card statement. So I checked my credit card statement and 3 times it had come out, the money. So I'd been overcharged 3 times and hadn't received the affirmations. And so I'd contacted this customer service via their email and they had blocked me afterwards. And I was like, I'm sorry, why? You've charged me 3 times, then you're going to block my email. Why are you doing that? And I started to panic a little bit going, oh my God, is this a scam? Like, I think I said it to myself twice and I stopped myself there and I was like, breathe, Celina. Everything's okay. You're getting your money back. It's done. You're getting your money back. So I left it for a little bit, went to the fridge, got a drink, chilled for a bit. And I thought to myself, maybe I should go on her Facebook page, or maybe I should go on her Instagram and contact her directly and not through her team. So anyway, I went on her Facebook page, and there's like a little Facebook messenger like robot that came up. And so I started speaking to this robot or whatever, and it sent me to one of her like live agents. And as soon as I did that, it was all refunded, completely refunded. So you see, so with all of this that I'm telling you, so quickly things can change for you. Like things can shift instantly. It's honestly about deciding. It's rather than hoping and going, oh my God, is it going to work? And I really hope it works. It's like, no, I'm God and this is what's happening. Done. So I intend that today's video was so helpful for you. Please test the law, test your manifestation abilities, see what crazy things you can manifest. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big for you to manifest, because you are bigger than all of it. Make sure that when it comes to your manifestations, you are the one who's on the pedestal. You're not, you're looking down at your manifestations. You're not looking up with your manifestations on the pedestal. Okay, with that being said, I will speak to you in the next video. Thank you so much for staying. This is a long video. This isn't a short video. My apologies. Message me over on Instagram if you would like some friendly advice like the others have. So I'll leave the links below, but @I'm Celina Murillo and nude_wellness. And I'll speak to you then. Toodles.